how important have you personally found that entrepreneurial mindset to be in large established companies? And do most of the workers you find have it?
So, so I'm glad you brought it up because it's really been a part of what actually the way I attack my opportunities at large companies. Um, and it is a challenge. I'll tell you pretty much it's a challenge. If you want to look at large company, the graveyard of large technology companies that didn't innovate, that's pretty easy. If you look at the leaders in technology, when I entered the business world, most of those are either much scaled down and withering away, or in fact gone. And key to that is they cease becoming very entrepreneurial, meaning attacking the opportunities and visualizing the opportunities and attacking them. They become very even companies like Cisco get enamored with this idea of everything out of the box has got to be $1 billion business. I mean, I used to call it the $1 billion syndrome.
Yeah.
And we all know, well, those of us who've lived it, that most of their businesses and most innovative businesses don't start off as $1 billion entities. They start off with somebody understanding their space, having a lot of situational awareness, and they look at this three-dimensional chessboard and they say, wow, there's an opportunity here. We have the technology, we have the path to market. Let's go do it. For me personally, if it wasn't for that aspect of doing business, I probably would have just withered up and gone away, because I really enjoyed that. Every business I tackled, there was always trying to find the seam, trying to find what we could do to propel the growth. And I have a story. One of my more successful startups inside a large company was funded with zero R&D budget.
Was this Basis?
No, this was actually inside of NCR. We had a skunkworks program, which I funded. I was the head of product management, so I ran all the business aspects of it, which we funded through, let's say, very creative means. And 3 years later, what we were working on became the leader in its segment of the business. Now, was it $1 billion business? No, not at that point in time, but was it hundreds of $millions? Yes. But it all started with somebody who had an idea. I became a supporter of that idea and kind of gave him the reins, and we nurtured it through the process. And I've had the opportunity of doing as they say, the napkin test a number of times in my career, sitting with customers, or we're brainstorming at dinner, or more importantly, over a couple glasses of wine or a couple beers, trying to figure out how we were going to either work our way out of a problem set, or deal with some challenge, or deal with some competitor that we saw looming. And in those cases, we would spend some time whiteboarding on a napkin, go back to the office, and without telling anybody, kind of figure out how we were going to go about doing what we had laid out to do. And I relish those situations, because in each of those cases, those napkins turned into the successful businesses. So there's plenty of opportunity in large companies. They have to embrace it. But you got to be, sometimes the essence of my story, you got to be creative in how you kind of go about doing it sometimes.